Friends, ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed an honor to be present here today in your midst, especially because this is a subject very close to my heart. And when Yogendra Narayan Saab is one of the first chairpersons of National Highways Authority of India, called me up, I knew that he wanted me to take some gyan and listen to him. And elders have this wonderful way of calling you over to learn by asking you to address them. So here I am, and I'm delighted to be in your midst. I've been Principal Secretary Urban Development in Madhya Pradesh for 3 years, and I did try to promote the concept of the RWA in a relatively more backward region like Madhya Pradesh. Personally, I feel that after the 74th constitutional amendment, which brought in local bodies as the third tier of governance, and which is why they are called local self-government, and not just local bodies, because they are a government unto themselves. You have the central government, the union government, you have the state government or the provincial government, and you have the third tier, which is the local self-government or the local municipal body. In cities and in urban areas, you have urban local bodies. In rural areas, you have the panchayats. I feel that RWAs ought to be ideally the fourth tier of governance. And it was a little beyond or ahead of my time that I mooted this concept of an MOU between the local body and the RWA, and my minister, Mr. Babulal Gaur, perfectly agreed with me, but we could not implement it not because we did not give it the requisite framework, but because there was resistance from the local body to decentralize and delegate their authority. So what did I propose in that? I said common facilities, management, parking, landscaping, clubs, cleanliness, schooling, culture and sports should be attended to by the local body, by the RWA. The RWA should be permitted also to collect revenues on behalf of the local body of the municipality. And RWAs, wherever they say that, okay, last year's collection of revenue was X amount, we will give you, whatever is the negotiated or agreed upon percentage increase over X. Beyond that, the municipal authority will not ask the RWAs any questions. So collection of taxes, raising resources worth individuals, and events and sponsorships could be sources of revenue for the RWA. But anyway, that is not a subject of discussion for me today. What brings me today is to talk about transport and connectivity planning in the NCR region, which is my subject as the chairperson of the National Highways Authority of India. There is a lot which is being done by the NHAI in this regard, and there is a lot that will have to be done by the NHAI in the days to come. Let me first give you a broad idea of what NHAI is doing for connectivity management of the highways in this region. But before that, a caveat that within the city planning of roads is done by the local bodies, by the state government. The National Highways Authority only deals with highways. So we have ab initio a very limited role in terms of connectivity planning for the NCR. Nevertheless, the National Capital Region of India is clearly one of the largest urban agglomerations with a humongous population of more than 50 million inhabitants, and therefore NHAI does have a responsibility and a role in connecting this region which comprises of, I'm told, 13 districts of Haryana, 7 districts of UP, and 2 districts of Rajasthan, apart from the territory of Delhi itself. There are about 9 million vehicles which are registered in Delhi alone, and more than 1 lakh vehicles which enter Delhi every day, out of which 50,000 vehicles are commercial vehicles, and about 50 or 40% of these vehicles which are not destined for Delhi alone, they use Delhi as a pass-through zone to go to either Haryana or to go to Rajasthan or to go down south towards Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. As a result of which the pollution levels in Delhi have increased tremendously. There's no point quoting these statistics which come out every day in the newspaper. The Honorable Supreme Court is concerned about the level of pollution and has given various directions from time to time. So what is it that NHAI is going to address this subject of connectivity of the NCR and to prevent pollution levels from going sky high? One is the construction of the Eastern Peripheral Expressway. This connects Kundli in Haryana in the north to Palwal in Haryana on the south. It is a 135-kilometer corridor which will be built at a cost of almost 10,000 crores. Why has it taken so long to build this Eastern Peripheral Expressway, about which you would be bored hearing about for so many years? Primarily because it was being debated